You were charged of driving while intoxicated, second offense. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You know, you just heard what I said to this other gentleman here. Life doesn't get easier. It gets a lot more difficult the older you get. And when you start racking up convictions, all you're doing is you're making the life even just more difficult. If you have a drug and alcohol problem.
Here comes the judge with a reality check. This isn't just about one DUI. It's about stacking bad decisions like bricks until you've built yourself a prison. Think about it. How many second chances does the system really give?
There are ways to address it. But when you endanger other people's lives, you may end up digging a hole that's so deep you will never crawl your ass out of it. And you'll be stuck like Chuck in custody for the next 40 years. It happens time and again. If you don't believe me, watch the news. Every single day, someone dies from a DWI in our county. Yesterday, a construction worker. Take an Uber. It's extremely easy. They make it so easy that all you literally have to do is push one button. Because I'm going to tell you now, with your history, if you ever get pulled over and an officer smells anything funky, you're going to go down. And this time, it's out of my hands. From now on.
Notice the shift here. Once you're in felony court, the judge's hands are tied. That means no more leniency, no more second chances. Quick thought. Should repeat offenders get harsher penalties or more rehab opportunities? Drop your take in the comments.
You're in felony court. You're 2 to 10 at the penitentiary. Even the faintest smell of alcohol. Do you understand, Mr. Jaggers?
Yes, sir.
Somehow we have to get through to you. Hopefully it doesn't take the fact that you sit there charged with a 5 to life case because you've done something that just you cannot get a clue. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, these will go on your record. 1 and 1 are 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. A third, you're looking at 2 to 10 at the penitentiary. Do you understand?
Sir.
The rest of your life. What are you, 32 right now?
31.
31. You're going to be driving for the next 40 years. How do you plead to the offense of second offense driving while intoxicated? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 330 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 113 days that you've done. I am going to suspend your license for 1 year. Do not drive until you get a license. What do you do for a living, Mr. Jaggers? How much money do you make a month?
0 right now.
I'm appointed to this case, Judge.
So you're working for free? What?
Yes.
I don't know. Well, why would we reward him? He was to obtain a device he just never did.
He just doesn't have a vehicle, Your Honor. I was notified by pretrial yesterday that there was this BVR. Talked to Mr. Jaggers about it. He didn't have a vehicle, and by his account, that didn't have a vehicle. He didn't know what to do. But he's here today.
So you just do whatever you want? I mean, this continue to happen over and over and over. I mean,
He spent, better part of 4 months, 3 months in jail awaiting resolution of this case. He has done that time, Your Honor. He's working now. I really believe that to help him get better, he needs to put this behind him and get started with a new phase of his life.
Mr. Jaggers, I'm going to waive the court costs and I'll waive the DPS fine and surcharge. Just take a damn Uber, man. It's not hard. One button on your phone. All this could be avoided by hitting one button on your phone. All right. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Sir, you're charged with terroristic threat. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On September 11th, 2024, in Harris County, Texas, an officer met with the complainant who advised that in the morning he received multiple phone calls from an unknown number beginning at 4:30 a.m., lasting through 4:50 a.m., in which the defendant called a total of 5 times. The complainant stated he did not answer the phone from previous knowledge that it was the defendant calling him to confront him. The complainant stated he left to work, and when he returned at approximately 4 p.m., he noticed multiple phone calls from an app-generated phone number that called him a total of 18 times. The complainant stated,
Already, we're seeing why this isn't just a petty dispute. Threats to shoot someone cross the line into a serious criminal offense. And here's a question. Should phone threats carry the same weight as in-person ones?
Why this isn't just a petty dispute. Threats to shoot someone cross the line into a serious criminal offense. Quick question for you. Should phone threats be treated the same as in-person ones? Drop your take in the comments.
that on the 18th call, he answered the phone and let the defendant talk. The complainant was able to get a second cell phone and record the defendant stating, "I know where you stay at. You don't know where I am." The complainant stated he had sent a text message to the phone number that the defendant kept calling from, and said that he did not wish to have any contact with him and to leave the complainant alone and stop calling. The complainant stated that during the conversation over the phone with the defendant, before he was able to record the phone call, the defendant stated he was going to shoot the complainant in the legs so he could not work as an electrician. The complainant stated that the defendant is the complainant's current girlfriend's ex-boyfriend. The defendant is the complainant's current girlfriend's ex-boyfriend. The complainant told the officer that he believes the defendant is capable of carrying out his threat and the complainant is in fear for his life.
All right, Mr. Barrera, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have contact with this person. Do you understand? I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons. If I find that you violate any of these conditions, if you are a danger to my community, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
And Judge, given my conversation with the complainant that I had yesterday, the state would request a GPS monitor because he has continually gone to the residence since this incident and has made threatening comments towards the mother-in-law as well. And recently, as of a couple of days ago, I guess he left his wheelchair outside the home in order to make some sort of threat that he's been going near the residence.
So the threats are still continuing?
Yes.
Sir, I'm now putting a monitor on your ankle so I know that you're not going over there. You're not to go within 1,000 feet of where they live or where they work. Do you understand? Hold on. I don't want you to say anything. I will give you a lawyer today. You can talk to the lawyer, but understand my only concern is community safety. That's all I care about in this life. You know, we take things step by step. Let me do this. I'm going to give you a lawyer. I'll let you talk to the lawyer. I got a bunch of DAs here. Whatever you say, they're going to use it against you. Let me give you a lawyer. We'll go from there. But don't go where they live. Don't go where they work. Don't accidentally bump into them. Do you understand? So for now, I am going to put a GPS monitor so we know where you are. You're not to go anywhere where they live or work. I'm going to have you now sign a receipt of Victoria. After that, we'll just have you wait for the lawyer that we get and we'll go from there. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. Otherwise, I'm going to revoke your bond. Okay? Felicia, it'll be with you because you're monitoring. And wait if you.
Your Honor, I've been appointed on Mr. Barrera.
Okay.
Barrera. Your Honor, it was brought to my attention that he's being required to have a monitor, home monitoring. And we would ask, Your Honor, that that condition be relieved, if the court would consider that.
The deal is, the reason that they said this was, and normally I don't put something on the first setting unless we have some kind of evidence showing that it's a continued harassment type situation. And we have that here. They're saying that, because I think she spoke to
The complainant, Your Honor.
the complainant, and the complainant is saying that he's continuing to harass, continuing to threat, leaving his, so will you let him know exactly?
Yes, counsel. So he's continuing to harass the complainant as well as he left his wheelchair at the complainant's residence by his mom, by the girlfriend's mom's car. We don't know why, but he was continuing to go to the residence of the complainant.
Continuing to call, text message. Come up, sir.
Here's the turning point. Judge Fleischer puts a GPS monitor on him. That's not just precaution. It's proof the court believes he could follow through. Imagine being the victim, knowing the danger feels real.
Here's the turning point. Judge Fleischer puts a GPS monitor on him. That's not just precaution, it's proof the court believes he could follow through. Think about how terrifying that is for the victim, knowing the danger feels that real.
The deal is this, is that life is way too short. Life is way too short to make a decision where you make it, or you've dug yourself a hole so deep that you'll never get out of. There are plenty of other fish in the sea, and it's time at times to just move on. Cut your losses, move on, because life's just way too short, you know? There are other people out there, and as long as I know that we don't have any more issues in the future, I'm willing to take it off. But at this point, I got to know that it's going to stop, right? I'm not going to take your word for it that it's just going to stop. I need more than that. So that's why I put this monitor on you. After some time, if I know that I can trust you, then perhaps we can amend the conditions to take it off. But at this point, all I have is that you've picked up a criminal case. They're alleging that it's continuing to happen, and I want it to stop. Not I want it. It's going to stop one way or the other. I told you, life is too short. Move on. That's all that needs to happen. Do you understand?
But you know that I got shot.
Okay. So you've got a lawyer, right? My only concern is that you don't have any contact with these people and you don't go where they work. The past, I get it, it's the past. I get that you guys have bad blood. All I want to do is I want to prevent further bloodshed. I don't want any more bad blood. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for something unreasonable. But what we can do, after some time, I'll have them reach out, and if there are no issues, I can take it off. Do you understand? All right. I'm not asking for much. Just move on. You know, it's just like I said, people here in life, in the jail, are there because they have no self-control. They just wig out, they do stuff without thinking, and then they make some kind of decision where they're looking at 40 to 50 years. Don't. It's not worth it, you know? Okay. All right. So after some time, come back. Good. We'll take it off.
Thank
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Foster.
Mr. Coleman, Jeroy Coleman.
Got it. I didn't realize this too. All right. Good morning, Mr. Coleman. Mr. Coleman, you're charged with failure to identify oneself to a peace officer while being a fugitive from justice. That kicks it up to a Class A misdemeanor, so you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 15 days in jail with credit for the 5 days that you've done. It also looks like you have a second case that they're going to dismiss once you plead guilty to this offense. Is that how you understand the agreement? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it can never changes. This will go on your record. You also need to understand that from now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You know, your case is 1,864 days old. I will tell you that when you show up to court, good things happen. We don't ask for much, but when you continue to just take off, it makes things a whole hell of a lot worse. You got a great lawyer. All you got to do is listen. Things will all, you know, things go right. How do you plead to the offense of failure to identify oneself?
Yes.
I'm going to find you guilty and will sentence you to the 15 days in jail. I will give you credit for the 5 days that you've done. I'm going to roll your court costs so you won't owe anything, and your other case will be dismissed on motion of the state. Good luck to you, sir. Mr. Azadi, it is a really terrible thing to have to live in fear. All someone wants to do there is get an education. And it's unacceptable that anyone has to live in fear wherever they go to school, wherever they work, whether they live at their house. I don't want to hear of any issues here. If I find that you become a problem while you are on bond, I will put you in jail. Do you understand? I don't want this other kid to live in fear. Do you understand?
Now we get the famous Fleer lecture. Life lessons straight from the bench. Let go. Move on. Don't destroy your future over an ex. But do these speeches really change people? Or are they courtroom theater?
You've given
Now we get the famous Fleischer lecture, life lessons straight from the bench. He's saying, let go, move on, don't destroy your future over an ex. But here's the question, do these speeches really change people, or is it just courtroom theater?
you a lawyer, you must listen to Mr. Sims and he will take care of you. If he tells me that you're not listening and you're not responding to phone calls or text messages, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand? Okay?
Thank
All
you,
right,
Judge.
goes with you. Mr. Foster, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You worked out an agreement. They're offering you 18 days in jail with credit for 18 days. Done today.
Okay.
Get out today. From now on, it's a minimum 30 days in jail.
Okay.
If you go back to this place, it's not going to go well. Do you
I
understand?
ain't going back in now.
Don't go back, because otherwise you're going to come right back here.
I ain't going back in now.
You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. You're saying you don't want a trial. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, you can't change this. Also know that there are immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. How do you plead to the trespass? Guilty or not guilty?
I'm guilty.
I'll find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement, 18 days in jail with credit for the 18, enhanced abandon. Good luck to you, sir.
Judge, he has two classes.
Sit down, please.
Oh, sorry. Judge, he has two classes with the complainant. And so what I told him that probably is the solution is he needs to go to the principal and say, I need to be moved out of those classes. You know, that's probably the best for everyone.
Okay.
I think you probably agree, Judge. Because you could try to have two people at opposite sides of the classroom, but it's pretty difficult.
I don't know. All I know is that I don't want any more issues and I don't want the kid to live in fear.
Right.
So I'm
So
not asking for much, you know?
Okay.
So
just tell him that he needs to talk to the principal about it. Okay, thank you, Judge.
hey,
Judge Clapper?
Sadiq,
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Judge, this is an off-docket matter. I just got a call from a Javier Gamero, case number 254-7233. Pretrial services had texted him to advise him that he needed to come in to sign bond conditions. He called me and informed me that he is currently in San Angelo, Texas, and that he would not be able to come in to get this done. I spoke with
so, I mean, we can waive the signature.
the signature. Yes, sir.
Understand, you need to let him know that if he fails to come when they tell him to come, then we issue a warrant.
Yes, sir.
You know, we're not going to play this game.
Yes, sir.
Just let him know.
Thanks, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
We got you. Deputy, get you going? Hey, can you, on Bijaro, did you take him into custody? Bijaro, did you take him into custody?
That, you're asking about the bar?
Yes.
Yeah, we just came back down from the 230th.
Come up, sir. Tell me.
So Stephanie's coming down now. She decided to charge FSRA.
Right.
We just got the bonds walked through and we're back here now.
So did you get a bond set?
Yes, sir.
What?
10. The
Oh, I
230.
see. Okay, right. Do you have a bonding company coming?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
everything's already filled out. They're actually, he's coming down here now to walk them over.
Okay. So I'm going to release him to the bonding company. Okay. That way he can go post the bond.
Sorry, we were here earlier.
It's okay, but I wanted to make sure. I didn't know if they had taken him into custody or not. And I mean, normally when a felony warrant pops, you know, we take him. And so, I mean, I don't know if he's going to have a problem with it, the deputy. Oh, So who are you having coming from what bonding company? Is it Burns?
No, sir.
Someone else? Okay.
American bail bond judge?
He has a felony warrant because they filed a felony case just now, but he has a bonding company guy coming to take him to go do a walkthrough. So I was going to allow it when the bonding company comes. Oh, it's someone else. Yeah. Okay. So just take a seat for me in the jury box, and then when they come, we'll release them to you, Mr. Okay.
We have them on docket as well. I think Stephanie's on her way down right now.
Oh, this stuff.
I know my elevator's.
Mr. Bond said I was just going to allow him to go do a walkthrough.
Yeah, we're all set there, Judge.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Did they do any conditions or anything upstairs or no?
Conditions pretty much parallel what we had down here. No driving without an interlock, no drugs, no alcohol, no contact with the complainant's family. So.
Okay, great. I think we're good. Just take a seat for me in the jury box, and then when they come, we'll release you. We need to get a date though. So whatever date you want with Victoria.
Trial date, Judge? Just-
Oh, are you ready? You want to
No,
set up a trial?
no, that's
No, I was
not-
just going to do a normal reset.
Okay.
No, but the problem is that
Sure, okay.
you're going to get probably 7-day setting when you post the bond upstairs. So I guess if you want to do a long enough setting that maybe you can do an off docket reset upstairs or whatever. I know it's because they were going to indict it. That's why. So, I mean,
We're well on our way to resolving it, Judge. I just had to get the felony situation.
right. It's old. So it's time to,
Yeah.
we'll give you 30 days now,
Mm.
but understand that it's time to wrap it up because.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Understand.
Okay.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Judge.
guys.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too? Sure.
Hi, Judge. Investigator requesting your cue.
Okay. Done.
You know, just because there was a couple of snow days, there's no excuse to.
Nah, I'm trying to look like you.
Well,
I don't know if I can get it that long. I mean, I'm just the itchy. It's so itchy, man. I can't take it.
promise. Now, if I shave, I don't realize my face is much smaller than I remember.
Yeah. Perhaps, like Captain Jack.
Yes. Good seeing you.
You too. I think we're done. You were charged with assault, bodily injury.
شما در واقع به حمله مسلحانه به کسی حمله کردی اونجوری متهم شدی که به کسی حمله کردی.
Do you understand how she's? Okay. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
میگه 1 سال بعد زندان بری و $4,000 بعد جریمه پرداخت کنی.
We are going to do probable cause.
در واقع اینجا میخوان برای شما یه excuse me sir, I don't know exactly what does probable cause mean. Sorry about that.
We're going to determine whether there's enough evidence to go forward or not.
میگه در واقع میخوان شواهد رو بررسی بکنن که ببینن بعد چجوری در مورد مسئله شما تصمیم گیری بکنن.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
میگه حق اینو داری که در واقع ساکت بمونی، هیچی نگی و هر چیزی که بگی میتونه علیه شما استفاده بشه.
If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you.
میگه اگه که توانایی در واقع هزینه پرداخت وکیل رو نداری، دادگاه برای شما یه وکیل انتخاب میکنه. یعنی میتونی ساکت بمونی و بگی من وکیل میخوام. وکیلت میتونه از تو دفاع بکنه.
I'm now going to have Alex, our local prosecutor, read what happened. So, go ahead.
میگه الان این در واقع اون کاراگاه مخصوصشون که کاراگاه مخصوص این کار هست برای شما میخونه که چه اتفاقی افتاده.
Okay, go slow.
Yes, Judge. On January 15th, 2025,
میگه در 15 ژانویه 2025
the officer is dispatched to a possible assault.
اه، فهمیدن که شما به کسی حمله کردید.
The officer observed one student being assaulted by two other students.
میگه اون در واقع اون آفیسر اون مأمور دید که یکی از دانش آموزان به وسیله دو دانش آموز دیگه مورد حمله و ضرب و شتم قرار داده شد.
The officer stepped in and grabbed the defendant and escorted him to the police office.
آفیسر اون مأمور پلیس در واقع وارد مداخله شد و اون کسی که صدمه دیده بود رو برد به پلیس، به دفتر پلیس.
Surveillance video showed the complainant speaking with the defendant in the cafeteria with other students.
میگه که اون ویدیویی رو که در واقع داشتن بازرسی می‌کردن که ببینن چه اتفاقی افتاد، توی این ویدیو دیدن که اون دانش آموز تو کافتریا داشت با اون دو دانش آموز دیگه صحبت می‌کرد.
Students separated the defendant and the complainant after the defendant charged at the complainant.
میگه بقیه دانش آموزا اون کسی که مورد ضرب و جرح قرار داده شده بود و اون کسی که داشت ضرب و جرح می‌کرد رو در واقع جدا کردن از هم دیگه.
The defendant was being held back when a 15-year-old started punching the complainant.
میگه که اون دیفندنت اون کسی که مورد حمله قرار داده شده بود خودش رو کشید عقب وقتی که دید اون یکی دانش آموز در واقع با لگد بهش زد. Yes.
Ma'am, please don't talk. If you want to talk, you can go out.
Yes, Judge.
Did you just say the defendant was being held back?
Yes, and as I keep going, he breaks loose. So the defendant broke loose from the other students and joined the 15-year-old in the fight.
میگه اون کسی که مورد حمله و ضرب و شتم قرار داده شد خودش رو به عقب پرتاب کرد. Sorry, can you please repeat the second part of the sentence?
Yes, so the defendant joined the 15-year-old in the fight.
میگه اون کسی که مورد ضرب و شتم قرار داده شد در واقع به اون یکی دانش آموزی که 15 سال بود به اون ملحق شد.
The defendant punched the complainant multiple times.
میگه اون کسی که در واقع مورد ضرب و جرح قرار داده شد چند بار ضربه زد به اون یکی دانش آموز.
The complainant stated he felt pain after getting thrown on the ground.
Sorry, can you please repeat it one more time?
Yes, no problem. The complainant stated he felt pain from getting thrown on the ground.
اون کسی که در واقع مورد حمله قرار داده شد که در واقع شاکی بود میگه بدنش درد گرفت بعد از اینکه مورد اون ضرب و جرح و حمله قرار داده شد.
Who is the complaining witness? And where was this?
So the
Please.
complaining witness is another student and it took place at a school.
قاضی میپرسه که اون شاهدی که در واقع داشته میدیده جریانات اون کی بوده و ایشون اون پروسیکیوتور دارن میگن که ایشون یه دانش آموز دیگه بود اونجا که در واقع صحنه رو دید که چه خبر شده.
Which school?
So I'm trying to find, Your Honor.
Wisdom High School, Judge.
And there it is. A school fight turned into a courtroom case. What starts in the cafeteria can end in a criminal record. I think about how many lives get altered forever over one bad decision in high school.
Hey. Have you reached out to the complaining witness?
Yes, Judge, I've attempted to reach out to the complaining witness. I have not heard back from him.
Okay, so I'm going to find probable cause exists to go forward with your case.
قاضی میگن که من در واقع میخوام حالا اون شواهد رو پیدا بکنم که ببینم که چجوری که این مسئله کیس شما رو جلو ببرم.
As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to have contact with the complaining witness in this case.
میگه اگه بخوام در واقع برای شما یه ضمانت قرار بدم ازت قاضی خواهش میکنه که با این شاهدها با این شهودی که وجود دارن نباید در تماس باشی.
I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons.
و همچنین نباید هیچ نوع سلاحی با خودت داشته باشی، نباید هیچ سلاحی حمل بکنی.
If you violate any of these conditions, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail.
قاضی میگن که اگه از این چیزایی که من گفتم سرپیچی بکنی میری زندان.
Do you understand?
متوجه شدی؟
Would you like a court-appointed lawyer today?
دوست داری که در واقع دادگاه برای شما یه وکیل اختصاص بده، یه وکیل داشته باشی از طرف دادگاه؟ Yes, he does.
I will provide you one. My only other issue is whether to bar you from going back to the school or not.
قاضی میگن که برات یه لویر یک وکیل برات انتخاب میکنن، فقط مسئله مورد نظرشون اینه که نمیدونن بعد اجازه بدن که تو برگردی به مدرسه یا نه.
I will have you speak to the lawyer and we will determine how to go forward.
قاضی میگن من با یک وکیل صحبت میکنم و از اونجا در واقع ببینیم که چجوری بعد مسئله رو پیش ببریم.
Do you understand?
متوجه شدی؟
Okay. Okay, we will have you fill out an application. I will have you sign a receipt with Victoria, and then we'll go. I'll have you give it back to me, and I'll look and provide your lawyer today.
میگن یک چیز به نام اپلیکیشن به تو میدن، اونو بعد پر بکنی، به یه خانومی هم بهت کمک میکنه، بعد اونو تحویل میدی و برای تو وکیل انتخاب میکنن.
Thank you so much for the help. I appreciate it.
Of course,
Okay.
thank you. You're welcome.